Hey everyone, this is the Rex Tech. Welcome back to another video. Well, it's actually my first video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you some ways that you can actually make your cloning go faster. Because I know some people are having some issues with making their cloning go faster because of bigger chunks. It takes a longer time to clone. So I'm going to be showing you a few things of what you can do to make your cloning go by faster. And in case you don't know what cloning is, that's what we're going to go over first right now. So, cloning is basically taking an object that you have built in your world and putting it somewhere else in your world without having to rebuild it. To be able to do this, you must have commands active, and you must be able to do commands. So to get started with cloning, you need your position or your coordinates on, where it says 11, 7, 18. You turn that on, you go into your game, and you turn on your show coordinates. Turn that off, you won't see any coordinates anymore. So turn that on, and we need those coordinates. Basically, you want to stand where you want to clone your first object, and your first coordinate is very important. I suggest it being on the floor. If it's not on the floor, then it's just going to make it more hard for you in the future. So you probably want to go with the floor, make it a block that you would know. So like red is usually what I use, but I'm just using this for now because I can notice the difference between stone and wood. So what we're going to do is go into our command block and do /clone 11, 4, 18, 11, 4, 18, and then you want to go up here to your other coordinate, and the second coordinate is going to make the outline. So you can imagine a fake outline selecting the box where your second coordinate is. If you stand up here, your box is bigger, down here it's lower, and for this case we just need to clone this small little object here. So it's 9, 7, 21, 9, 7, 21. And then to have it clone somewhere else, for example, we're just going to move it over a little bit, wherever this first coordinate was wherever it's going to be. So if you're facing this way, what is right here will now be right here. So we'll be staying right here, 5, 4, 18, 5, 4, 18, oh no, 18. That's literally all you have to do to clone. It's actually that simple. So now if we take this button right here, you can see, bam, cloned. Pretty easy, right? You can actually see that I actually did the opposite. Instead of taking this first coordinate, it took this one. So that's actually strange. It should have took this coordinate, but you know, thankfully, it's a video. Although I would check what direction you're TPing in, because it depends on what direction you're in. I thought that we were facing north, and apparently we're facing some other direction. But when you're facing north, it'd be that first one, but in other directions, it'll be something else, something different from the game. So now, what we need to do is, now that we know that it pastes right here, now what you can do to make it even faster is using barriers. If you take the barrier, you should be able to make it even faster by cloning. How does that make sense? I don't know, but it works. I know a big gaming server, Magical Lands, they do this trick and it works very well. Where is it? Yeah, so let's go like right here for safety. So basically do the same thing you did over there, except it's going to be one more out because there is a barrier right here. So you go in this command block right here, -2, 4, 17. Make sure you do /clone, -4, 7, 21, -4, 7, 21. We'll just go right here. -9, 4, 17, -9, 4, 17, and this will go much faster. Well, it's almost the same, but you can see that was almost instant. And not only that, it gave me a little bit of feedback, and it told me that my 29 blocks were cloned. And I might look at that and might go, that's not 29 blocks. Well, it's counting the barriers as well. Now, in case your commands are not going fast enough for that, because sometimes it doesn't, what you can do is you can clone it by layer. So if we actually do this again, don't cover it by barriers, because barriers will slow it down in this process. You do -15, 4, 19. Now make sure you're not doing my coordinates, you're doing whatever coordinates are for you. If you're doing my coordinates, you're probably not going to work. Negative 17, 7, 22. Negative 7, 17, 22. Negative 17, 7, 22. Negative 17, 7, 22. Yes. And then we need it to be like right here somewhere. No. Right here somewhere. Negative 25, 4, 17. 25, 4, 17. Let's make sure. 25, 4, 17. Now I might be thinking that's just going to clone where it is. And yes, you are right. So what we're actually going to do is, if that's the top, if 4 is the lowest they can go, what we're going to want to do here is going to say 4 for the lowest height and 17 at the highest height. So if I'm correct, 4 is where we are right here. So what we're going to want to do is do, wait. This is 17. Hold on. This is 17. Yes. Oh, 7. See, that would have messed up. You're going to want to clone this. If you can't clone this, then you're going to have to input this 3 times, or however many times your thing is. But to clone or pick block this, if you're using keyboard, you select your pick block key, and then you click Shift, I believe, or like Control. Let's see. Yeah. You do Control, and then your pick block key. Mine's L, because L is the one key that you don't use in Minecraft. And now, as you can see, no matter how many blocks I put, they're all here already. So this should be easy. So if that's 7, we should be able to do this. 4. 5. 5. 5. And then 7. 7. 7. And what that's going to do is that's going to do it layer by layer. Should do it layer by layer. Oh Lord, let's hope this works. Did it work? Oh, there's no clone in there. We forgot to add clone in the beginning. Actually didn't work. Let's make sure we got our coordinates right. Negative 15, 4, 19. Negative 17, 7, 22. 17, 22. There you go. Okay, so the 17 was this right here. So when you look at this, you should see that one, and that one. So if we take this command, whatever you had here, put it in here, except the 4s are going to be 5s. When you do that, you should see it pops up there. Instead of 5s, here is going to be 6. And then this is going to be 7, since 7 was our highest. Come on, day. And then now, as you see, now what we can actually do is destroy this. And then now, you can actually see slowly, it'll rise what we just cloned. Now, you might think, well, that's pretty slow. You're going to want to adjust this to what you are doing, but if you speed this up, it'll be almost instant. So if you're cloning huge chunks like that, that's like over 25 blocks tall, you don't have to do this 25 times for each layer. But as you can see, it's almost instant. It's just one way of speeding up your cloning. And that's basically it for this video. If y'all have any suggestions, questions, or commands, please let me know in the comments below. And I'll see y'all guys in the next video. See ya.